Awaken every day. Lesson, meditation, followed by a journal thought activity. And the title of today's practice is Begin Again. I'm recording this during Lunar New Year, which, like Western New Year at the end of December, is a time of year when many of us think about beginning again, making a new start, committing ourselves to becoming a better, newer version of me. Dry January, gym memberships, start writing or even reading that novel, get that job, play with my child more, start meditation practice. And of course, there's often an unreality to these resolutions. Most commitments to making sweeping changes in our lives begin to erode the moment we articulate them. And the truth is, we never actually arrive in life, and we must always begin again, because however good or bad things seem, nothing lasts. Everything you've done or not done is now just a memory, and everything you're telling yourself about the future is a half-truth at best. This present moment is your opportunity, your only opportunity to connect with your life, and that will always be the case. So beginning again is the essence of the path of practice. It's the step by which we surmount every embarrassment and indignity and disappointment in life. Rather than dragging around the corpse of the past, we are free to live this moment as though it were new. Because it is new. Whatever has happened, however you failed or succeeded or lost the plot, if your relationships have suffered, if you've mistaken a friend for an enemy or an enemy for a friend, if you haven't been the spouse or the parent or the friend or the sibling or the son or the daughter that you've wanted to be, you are free just to begin again at any moment. If you've been selfish or simply oblivious to the suffering of others, or pointlessly spinning your wheels, and if you've been paying attention to the wrong things, there's no reason to hesitate, and there's very likely nothing to think through. If you drink too much, smoke at all, have a terrible diet, or always go to bed too late binge watching TV shows, then you don't need to wait until New Year to start over again. The reality is you can begin again every day, every hour, every minute, every second. If that conversation with your spouse isn't going well and you see that look in their face, you can literally begin again in the middle of a sentence, in the middle of a conversation, right there and then. Just begin again if you've been living with the illusion that other people are responsible for the way that you feel, rather than recognizing that your negative emotions are a pattern of your own making. You can take responsibility for this whole cataclysm now and begin your life again. If you've been telling yourself a story that you'll practice meditation or do that most important thing tomorrow, but that today is just too busy, but tomorrow will be different, and tomorrow never comes. Well, seize this moment to begin again. If this present thought has stolen over you, if the openness of awareness has been eclipsed and lost, if you've come to feel that freedom is elsewhere and that something remains to be done before you can recognize the space in which everything is appearing all by itself, then this is the moment to begin again. You will return to this circumstance 10 million times. Please recognize it for what it is. It is a hostage crisis. You are holding yourself for ransom, making your happiness and contentment contingent upon some demands that have not yet been met. Meditation is simply the practice of reducing your lists of demands down to zero so you can actually be free in this moment. And you can always be free in this moment, whatever this moment may be. Whether you're feeling sick, tired, in pain, you can find freedom in this moment. So wherever you've come from, however hard things have seemed, whatever has been done or left as undone, whatever mistakes you've made or successes you've achieved, just begin again.